Heirs to being 10. Beaming Prince George looks smart in new portraits released to mark his 10th birthday tomorrow. Welcome to my channel, Royal Family Old. It's incredible that he has already turned 10. But as he celebrates his 10th birthday on Saturday, Prince George suddenly appears more mature than ever, grinning boldly into the camera. The future king, who is naturally reserved around cameras, strikes a remarkable posture for his favorite celebrity photographer Millie Pilkington earlier this month in Windsor. The image was published by his parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, to celebrate the birthday of their eldest son and express gratitude to the public and the media for their attention to his young family's privacy and support. In the check shirt, chinos, and brown lace-up brown suede brogues that William also likes to wear as a smart/casual ensemble, George is the exact replica of his father. But his mother alone is responsible for his bright hazel green eyes. He attends Lambrook School in Berkshire, just like his 8-year-old sister Princess Charlotte and 5-year-old brother Prince Louis. According to the Mail, the kids are all famously adjusting to their new school and are enjoying their lives at Windsor, where they are currently residing at Adelaide Cottage on the royal estate. This year, George has played cricket for his school and is demonstrating that he is a formidable swimmer and sailor, skills he received from both of his parents. Please subscribe my channel, thank you. He has recently participated in the Royal International Air Tattoo and the Wimbledon finals, in addition to playing a significant role as page of honor at his grandfather's coronation. All of this is part of his parents' strategy to give the future king a gradual introduction to public life while also ensuring that he has the happiest, carefree, and safest childhood imaginable. George was spotted with his parents last month at the £45,000 a year private school Eton College, which is close to Windsor Castle. He was selected for his father's old boarding school at the age of 13, the Daily Mail exclusively reported last year. It's a logical decision and always has been, a source claimed. For the Wales, relocating to Windsor is a major long-term choice. It follows the revelation that, breaking centuries of custom, George will not be required to serve in the military before becoming king. The Mail on Sunday knows that the second in line to the throne will be permitted to forego the customary military service if he so chooses, giving him the freedom to determine his own course in life. The royal family would be making a big change because the Queen serves as Commander-in-Chief of Britain's armed forces. Following a centuries-old tradition, George's father, uncle, grandfather, great-grandmother, and great-grandfather all served in the military. Dominic Sandbrook, a historian, stated in a recent article in this newspaper that the tradition of royals joining the armed forces, even for brief periods, lends crucial legitimacy to the monarchy. But a close friend of Prince William's, who has known Prince George since they were children, said this in an interview before Prince George turned 10 on Saturday. In theory, there is nothing to stop George from pursuing a career as an astronaut, for example, if that's what he wants, and then becoming king later. He wouldn't absolutely need to follow the traditional path of joining the military and subsequently the royal life because the laws have changed. In that case, Charlotte might be eligible to practice medicine. I fail to see why not. In comparison to when William and Harry were little, the world is less of a fishbowl now. Hugo Vickers, a historian, said, "This is crucial because it demonstrates how times are changing. I have nothing against individuals keeping up with the times as long as they don't disregard tradition. Perhaps Prince George shouldn't join the military after all, but I would prefer that he pursue a non-competitive program like the Duke of Edinburgh Gold Award." His naval service in the 1970s was tremendously beneficial to King Charles. It demonstrated to the nation that he had a job he enjoyed and would not have used his position to further his career. At 4:24 p.m. on July 22, 2013, Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambrige, weighing 8 ounces, was born at the private Linda wing of St. Mary's Hospital in Paddington, London. One day later, swaddled in a white merino wool shawl and held in his mother's arms, he made his debut in front of the world's media on the hospital steps. Serving in the military gives members of the royal family a sense of normalcy, a measure of freedom, and a variety of timekeeping and presenting abilities that come in handy for performing royal tasks. Cases where members of the royal family engage in commercial endeavors clearly fail. That always ends poorly. At the Royal International Air Tattoo held on Friday at RAF Fairford in Gloucestershire, George displayed some early interest in the military. He was assigned to partially raise the ramp on a massive C-17 transporter plane, and he was thrilled to get to sit in the cockpit and flick some switches. His parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, however, are adamant about giving him a normal upbringing. This, it would seem, includes the opportunity to pursue his own hobbies as he matures. Military service is the last custom that pulls young royals away from their secluded life of unattainable privilege, continued Mr. Sandbrook. Who can blame him if he would prefer to follow a different job? He said, "Times change and institutions change with them. I think the armed forces will say that's a bit of a shame, but that's all they are going to think," said General Sir Richard Barons, a former commander of Joint Forces Command. But he said, "The years between you becoming an adult and when you take on the mantle of king were a useful time for a young royal to serve." A.N. Wilson, a biographer of the royal family, spoke out against the proposal, saying, "This is a very significant departure from how things have historically been done, and I believe he should be told, 'Sorry, you can't pick.' It does seem to be a slight towards the armed forces. Prince George might even serve in the army for a while before pursuing his hobbies in art, pastry cooking, or something else entirely. On a seemingly unimportant matter, it is also beneficial to wear a uniform. Otherwise, the president in a suit may serve as our head of state."